What is going on, winners, losers, and listeners? Welcome back to Grand Old episode 1-2. That's a big old 1-2, number 12 in this season. Today, we will be having a huge change of pace in how we will be doing the podcast from here on out. So stay tuned for some amazing news, some news you will love to hear, and some interesting news on a change in the giveaways and your chance to walk away with a bigger prize than ever seen before. Stay tuned for that. But before we get into the juicy juice, the interesting, the news that you were all here for, and just looking at my smiling face for the next 45 minutes for those of you watching, I give you... Alrighty, guys. For those of you that aren't aware, I am Jacob, and I am joined by Jeremy in the bright orange highlighter shirt over here. And we are
if you
your
guys
hosts
didn't know.
If you guys didn't know. I didn't know. I've never met this man before in my life. But for those of you that didn't know, welcome back. And for those of you that don't know, hi. How are you? Alrighty, so let's start it off with a little bit of changes and how we're going to be doing some things from here on out, because that is something important that you should be aware of and that we'll be aware of. All right. So I'll start off. I'll pass it over to Jeremy. We'll do some popcorn reading like this is elementary school. All right, let's rock with it.
Some popcorn reading? All right.
Popcorn reading. So
sounds good to me.
One of the major changes that we've been doing, or that we will be doing, is we have changed our upload schedule. For those of you that follow us on Twitter, we did send out a tweet. For those of you that haven't, we will now be posting on Fridays. Yes,
so I
realize that
it's not going to be Fridays just like this one. It's Saturday, so it's going to be somewhere between Friday and Saturday.
It depends. I mean, it depends on my internet and the willingness of everything in the world and all beings.
So our big goal is just to go between those 2 days.
And the reasoning for that, the grand old idea, is that a lot of this new content that is coming out on these weekends. So we want to make sure we're getting you that content right before the weekend comes out, right before those sales hit on the weekend deals on Steam, Epic Games, all that. We want to hit you with those right here, right now. I want you to get them while you can, and I want you to enjoy it and let us know what you think. Hit us up on social media. My social media can be found at decadrin.com. Decadrin spelled down here below. And Jeremy's over here can be found at itsdigs.com. His name is also written below, but I can't point over there. I'm not a wizard. So check it out. You can find it.
Jacob,
reach out to us on our website, which you can find right here. Right over here.
Right here.
winloselisten.com. Pretty easy to remember, I might add. But regardless, check it out. Let us know what you think of the new format. Let us know what you love, what you don't love, what you hate, and whether you're winning, losing, or just, listening. So that is our first change. Jeremy, tell them about the next change. Tell us about the next change. What do you got for me?
The next change is our giveaway system. So as you guys that have listened to us, we used to do a giveaway at the end of each episode. Well, for the next episode, we'd ask a trivia question. You'd also tell us where you have seen Frankie.
Mr. Fox.
So unfortunately, Frankie is not going to be visiting us anymore right now.
He's visiting his friend Henry the Hedgehog. All right.
Yeah, they're very far. So he can't come into the studio. But what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing subscriber-based giveaways. But they're going to be for also bigger prizes, considering that we're doing stuff for a milestone rather than per episode, which we would have more of. So we haven't decided what the prize is going to be, but it is going to be much bigger than $10.
Maybe a fancy Win Lose Listen merch.
Yeah,
maybe
it could be anything.
Maybe some PC parts.
But
maybe a new Xbox controller if you feel that way.
Yeah,
anything.
Exactly.
We'll see.
So that's what we're going to do. Our first milestone is going to be 500 subscribers. So be sure to subscribe and check in once in a while. And once we reach 500, we'll be starting our first giveaway. And that's going to be exciting.
Jeremy, so how will I enter this giveaway? Am I automatically entered by being a subscriber to Windows Listen?
Yes, you will.
Or will there be more details? Oh my god! Yay! Oh my god! I can enter, guys. Yeesh! Look at me go.
Jacob,
All
you
right.
can't enter. I'm sorry. You're
Damn.
you're
It'd be
excluded
weird if I
from this.
bought my own prize. Wouldn't that
Yeah.
be a little awkward?
Right. So
Well,
yeah.
hey ho. I
Mm,
guess it is what it is. I'll have to live with it. Life
yeah,
goes on, as they say.
it does.
Jeremy, are there any other changes that we're missing that I am not thinking of at this very moment in time? Because I don't
Really,
have a very good
you
memory.
haven't. Oh, that's also true. I do remember. Okay,
Mm.
so as Jacob does not remember, we're making actually quite a few big changes. These
Oh yes, I
we're
remember.
we're going to try not to. We've noticed that we feel like we're doing a little bit of too much information overload for some people to listen to. Um, that's just how we feel. Me and Jacob both
If you
agreed.
disagree,
We had
let us know.
we had a long discussion. If you guys like the more in-depth information and everything that's going on, um, yeah, definitely let us know and we can make some changes around that. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but the thing is, we're gonna try to just cover a few games that are coming out for the week. Um, so from pretty much from the day from last episode to now, today's date, we'll be covering, and so you'll know the big ones from each. We're doing it, splitting it into categories, is what I'm trying to say, and we'll cover a game from each category, maybe two, depending on what kind of games there are. But we will also have a full list on our website on the episode. We're still in the works of revamping the website to accommodate that. Unfortunately, right now we are also getting rid of the platform tab. If anybody has visited our website, we used to have a platform tab that gave all the games. Fortunately, right now with the manpower that we have in our current situations of full time jobs and our other personal stuff with streaming and all of that, we're trying to still accommodate Win Lose Listen, but we're trying to give it as equal attention as everything else.
Absolutely.
But just the last thing is you can find all of the games that are actually going to be coming out for the week or have come out already for the week on the episode on winloselisten.com when we get that up. So definitely we're not leaving anything out.
Absolutely. Jeremy, thank you for that. I appreciate it. Thank you, and thank you. So, we will not be forgetting our free stuff because everybody likes free. Nobody wants to spend money. I mean, come on. What if I had a PC fall out of the sky and it was mine for free? I'd be taking that in a heartbeat. But let's just talk about some free stuff. Everybody likes free stuff. 100 Days Winemaking Simulator. If you like making wine, or maybe you just like simulators, or maybe you just like the number 100. I really don't know. And honestly, I don't really care. But if it's interested to you and you like that, there is a game
I
that you
care
can
about you
get
guys.
on
Don't worry.
Epic Games. On Epic Games, free until the 15th of September. I almost said November. Holy shit. So just about under a week, 6 days or so from the recording of this. So get it while you can. And also, for those of you that don't know, Jeremy and I did a little bit dabbling into this because of our friend Jesse, who has been a guest star on this channel, has talked about and is a huge fan of the game Realm Royale. For those of you that don't know, Realm Royale is a battle royale with class-based characters with different weapons that you can use to be the best of the best and not turned into a chicken. Yes, you heard it right.
Right.
Turned into a chicken. So, Realm Royale is launching on Epic. With that in mind, they are giving free cosmetic items in the game for those of you that claim it on Epic. You can claim that also until the 15th. So grab it while you can. Don't want to miss it. And trust me, you do want to have those cosmetics because I promise you they make you better in this game. I know Jeremy likes to
Cosmetics
tell
make you
me that
better.
cosmetics, thank you. Come on, everybody knows this. You don't, people that don't buy cosmetics, they're just not as good. I'm sorry, man. All right, come on.
Oh,
Just kidding. I remember when Tfue back in the day when he played Fortnite when he was relevant. Anyways,
probably bought
and he
every
was
skin.
chugging beer. No, back in the day, he made his account and he kept the default skin. Do you remember that? I don't know if you remember that. He refused to buy cosmetics in Fortnite. Like, he
Oh,
just had the default skin and default pickaxe and all that shit, and he would just fuck around. Then I think somebody caved and donated him to buy a skin, and then from that point, he just bought skins. So
I
I think
think
it's
I
funny.
saw. I think I saw a clip about that.
Yeah.
I
I
don't know
remember he's
why,
like,
but
I'll give you this
I
much
have a.
money if you change your skin.
Well, I have a remembering like this memory in my mind of Tifu in a window. I don't know what clip it was, but
Tfue
that's
in a window?
no, and a window. That's the only thing I remember from
He
this clip.
games in front of a window.
I know, but something happened in the window. I don't remember
Okay,
what
that's a
it
weird
was.
thing. All right, for those of you that know what Jeremy's talking about, because let me just say
Yeah,
I don't.
please help me out.
Let us know because I have no clue what he's talking about. So
I can't figure it
let
out.
me know. Let me know. So, change of things, how we're gonna do sales because I don't just want to throw numbers at you for 5 minutes. A lot of games are on sale this week across Steam. I mean, if we just want to go through and gander, see a little bit of what we got, that is okay. I forgot Steam is not steam.com for those of you that aren't aware. So yeah, just taking a look at some of the stuff that is going to be on special this coming week. Something you're interested in, just going through a few. We got Forza Horizon, Red Dead 2, Dead by Daylight, which some of these we covered in the previous week.
Hood
Daisy
is on
is also
sale.
on sale.
Hood
What
is
is
only $5. Hood Outlaws and
Hood?
Legends.
Titanfall 2, Dying Light, Resident Evil, Star Wars Jedi, It Takes Two, Euro Truck, Titanfall, Dying Light, New World, if you want something a little newer. Hunt,
I see the pun there.
Showdown, Gunfire, Planet Zoo, F1, and so much
You know
more.
what's
And this is
funny
just on Steam.
is most of these Steam games that are on sale are
Uh-huh.
are actually a lot of them are in my library.
I know. Mine
Which
too,
is
actually,
funny.
which is funny. Yeah. So a lot of ones that are coming on sale, and I mean, who's
A
not to
lot of
like? I
big
mean, if you want
ones.
to
Like
play
a lot of these are
the
actually
classics,
50% and up.
50, 60, 70.
Forza is the only one that's not. Forza is 30%
Mm-hmm.
off, but it's still only
Star
42
Wars
bucks.
Battlefront, which I
Right.
actually really enjoyed on the PlayStation back in the day. So yeah, check it out. This is just on Steam. There might be more sales on Xbox, Epic Games, and anywhere. I mean, Origin, not so frequently, but check it out if you're looking for some sales. Get some stuff. There are some cool games out. Those are just a few that you can take a look. If any of those ring a bell or look good to you on PC, or if you want to check out your own stuff on Xbox, definitely something to check out. And I mean, what's not to love? But Jeremy, for those of you, or for those of them out there that want to get some games that might be,
Not on
cheaper
sale?
than what I can get them on Steam, but they're not on sale, where can I go to do that, man? Give me
Well,
some help. Save me some money.
G2A.com. I'll send you the link.
All righty, thank you.
G2A.com. Best website that we have used by far. One of the most powerful websites. Um, if anybody has even seen like CD keys or anything like that, it's like that, but I feel like it's a little bit better. G2A is definitely my spot to get games for cheaper than you can on some of the platforms like Steam and Ubisoft and all that stuff. Even
Even
if
Xbox,
we
PlayStation, not
Xbox,
PlayStation.
PlayStation, unfortunately, they have a monopoly,
Still
like
going
we
through that
talked
lawsuit.
about. Yeah, like we talked about last week.
All right,
But you can
still
definitely
going through.
get a lot of games. Like let's see, Guardians of the Galaxy. Let's just pull this one up just so we can see how much we can get this for.
Let me compare it to how much it actually goes for.
Go ahead,
Jeremy,
Jacob.
how
Tell
much
me.
can I get Guardians of the Galaxy for?
You can get Guardians of the Galaxy for $28.
$28?
28.
It's $60 on Steam, Jeremy.
Yep,
That
and
is a
guess
lot of
what?
money.
This one is also on Steam.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy. And I'm almost saving like 30 or 20 something dollars. That's wild. All right.
Yeah, so
Fuck
there's
yeah,
big
dude.
savings. So if you guys want to save on
Big
games,
savings
all you have to do, you can go to winloselisten.com/G2A. It'll redirect you and help us out in the future.
in the process. Absolutely. Perfect. Sounds like a plan. I'll be sure to take a look and see what I can get. Maybe I'll even buy Guardians of the Galaxy, which, mind you, only came out last year, so still a pretty new game. Just by the way, not like it's something that's old. That's a pretty
No,
new
yeah.
game. Still getting saving about $20. That's 50% off, and it's not on sale. Check
Nope.
it out.
Let's talk about some new
Jeremy,
games.
new games. I love new games. I mean, I'm a huge fan of new games, but Jeremy, I think I'll let you cover this one because I know you love the RPG category, and I want to
All right.
highlight. I want you to highlight
I'll
this game.
cover the RPG category.
Perfect.
So Biomutant is coming out for PS5 and Xbox Series X coming September 6th. We have, I'm just going to name some of the other
September 6th, huh?
ones.
It's kinda
Yeah.
interesting.
I mean, if nobody's ever seen Biomutant, it's about a little.
I hate to break it to you,
What
Jim,
animal
let's
is
pause
this?
for a second.
What?
The 6th was 3 days ago. That's
Okay,
already out, buddy.
sorry. Biomutant is now out for PS5 and Xbox Series. I forget like I just said, we have so much going on that I just forget that it's so
I honestly don't know what I would
late
consider
in the
this
year.
animal. I really don't even know what I would call this.
It's not a
Like,
raccoon, right?
I wouldn't call that a raccoon.
No.
Biomutant animal. Let's look it up. It is I don't know.
All right.
I don't know.
Well, anyways,
It's an
you're a
animal
little
mutation, so
you're a
that's
little
why.
mutant creature
It's
animal thing.
exactly, yeah. See,
Biomutant is an
it's hard to really
open world post-apocalyptic kung fu fable RPG with unique martial arts styled combat system allowing you to mix melee shooting and mutant ability action. Yeah, so it came out May 25th of last year, but it is finally coming to PS5 and Xbox Series X, or has come to PS5 and Xbox Series X. So all you guys on the newer consoles, if you wanted to play Biomutant, now's your time.
Now is your chance. And I'm sure it'll be around the same price as PC, probably $40, maybe more. I don't know. I guess we'll never know. But
Well, we never
THQ
know with
Nordic is a really
PlayStation.
good company. Yeah.
Am I right?
Jeremy, you're supposed to keep that on the DL. Come on, what are you doing?
We just talked about this,
So yeah,
and
just
I ain't keeping
it's a cool
anything on
game.
the DL.
Check it out if you like the RPG fighting games. I mean, it's a fun game. What's not to like about it? Just to name a few in this category. We're not going to cover them as in depth, but just to name a few more that are coming out. We got Circus Electric September 6th, Road Warden September 8th, Steer Rising September 8th, Betrayal at Club Low, Lovecraft's Untold Stories, which I don't know, that seems kind of sussy, not going to lie. And Voice of Cards, The Beast of Burden. So those are all coming out. Some are still already out, and some are still coming soon. So if any of those, take a look into them, dig deeper, and let us know what you think. Jeremy, break out your guitar for this next one because I don't think you are actually ready for what I'm about to smack down on you.
You don't think so?
Rocksmith Plus. All right, Rocksmith Plus. What is Rocksmith Plus? Jeremy, do you know? Because I know,
Yes.
but I just want to see if you know. You know? All right,
Rocksmith Plus, it actually looks very
so
useful
cool.
tool.
Especially for
because it's a
so
game
for those of you
at
that
the
don't
same
know
time.
what Rocksmith is, Rocksmith Plus is something developed by Ubisoft that is basically a game that is going to teach you how to play the guitar. So I wouldn't compare it directly to like Guitar Hero or something of that sort, but kind of in the same concept, but it's actually teaching you how to play a guitar, like with a real guitar. I mean, we're not talking like on a fancy controller that looks like a guitar. We're talking an actual guitar. So it is something that is only coming out on PC.
And the cool
But it
thing
is also a
is
subscription.
you
So
can
that's where the
use
plus
any
comes
kind
in.
of guitar.
Any kind. Do you want to use an acoustic? Get it. If you want to be a bass, get it. I mean, the choices are absolutely endless, and the brand that you go with the guitar, absolutely endless. You are not locked into one. Learn what you want to learn. You got Grandpa's old guitar that he had in his basement for a couple years, or in his attic, or in that case that you bought from that pawn shop when you and your girlfriend went on that vacation to Las Vegas, and you went to the pawn shop and bought it.
And bought the wedding ring while you were there.
Richard, listen. You can use that guitar. You can use it now. It's all you. You can take that guitar and learn how to play it and serenade your girlfriend just like you've been planning to do for 13 years before you actually propose to her. Come on, Richard. Do it before time runs out.
Come on, Richard.
So, if you owned Rocksmith 2014, it looks like you can also get 3 months free of Rocksmith Plus. So, if you played Rocksmith the original and you want something new, updated, and a little more interesting, you can get 3 months for free to give it a shot and see if you actually would like to continue with it. Now, I know we talked about previously with Ubisoft and subscriptions. I won't share any opinions on that now, but check it out. I'm not really sure how much it is. I can't seem to find an actual subscription price on it, Jeremy. I don't know if you've come across one.
Not for a subscription price.
There it is. $14.99 per month. Or if you get
Really?
it on 3 months, it becomes cheaper. $40 for 3 months which is about $13 a month, or $8 a month if you buy it yearly. So, not to mention, with the 3-month and the 12-month edition, you also get Ubisoft Plus. Ubisoft Plus, as we've talked about in the past, gives you free access to all Ubisoft games, about 100 plus games that you can play for free, download them, and have fun. So you can go with the monthly, or if you want to extend it out and give them some more money, check it out. So,
yeah,
Jeremy, let's
unlimited.
go on a little bit of an adventure, shall we? A little
Okay.
bit of an
Well,
adventure
what kind
to
of
a
adventure
place we've never been before.
You talking? We gonna have fun
I'm
on
thinking
this
like a
adventure?
little adventure, maybe a big adventure. I'm not really sure,
But
but
are we gonna have
I don't
fun?
know. Fun. I like fun. Fun is great. What
Well,
do you
that's what
got in
I'm
mind for
asking.
fun that's
So, well,
adventure related,
that's what I'm
Jeremy?
asking you. What's
That's what you're
fun?
asking
I
me.
think honestly, I think Little Orpheus is fun.
Little Orpheus. What is Little Orpheus, Jeremy?
So
Can
Little
you explain a
Orpheus,
little more?
yeah, Little Orpheus reminds me of, if you've ever played, which I know Jacob has, It Takes Two. It reminds me of
It takes
It
two.
Takes Two, with the
Mm,
graphics. It's pretty much like a It Takes Two plus Little Nightmares put together.
Okay.
The
Okay. Yeah.
year is 1962, and NASA are trying. Okay, I thought it would be
Nice. Love
NASA
that grammar.
is
Fuck
trying,
yeah.
but NASA's
Hey, the
trying to put
publisher
a
is
man
China,
on the
so
moon. In
give
a
him some
remote
break.
corner of Siberia, a Soviet cosmonaut is heading in the other direction. Fearless Ivan. Wow, real original, guys. You know what his name is? Ivanovich.
Ivan Ivanovich.
Yeah,
Nice.
is dropped into an extinct volcano in his exploration capsule. Little Orpheus, to explore the center of the Earth. He promptly vanishes. What? That makes no
Dun
sense.
dun dun.
He
Play the
promptly
game and
vanishes?
check it out. He vanishes. That's it. Dun dun dun.
3 years later, he emerges claiming to have saved the world.
Wow.
Okay, but it is an exploration adventure game. It's a kind of like a 2D scroller that you walk through, but it's a 3D 2D scroller, obviously.
Hey Jeremy, where can I get this game?
Where can you get it? You can get it on PC,
Yeah.
PS5,
Uh-huh.
Xbox
Uh-huh.
Series X, PS4,
Oh.
Xbox One, and Nintendo Switch. Every console.
Wow,
you
that
can
sounds
think
like
of.
I can literally get it on every console. Can I?
Yeah.
I can't get it on my Nintendo DS though, right?
No,
That's out of the
unfortunately,
question.
sorry. They
Damn,
don't have
I was
physical
shocked.
things anymore.
Darn. Another few games in the adventure category for those of you that just want to have your own adventure of your own, but you don't feel like dealing with Ivan Ivanovich, right? Disney Dreamlight Valley, Broken Pieces, and we're not talking about My Heart, and Sunday Gold. We're not talking about the date, all right? So some of these are coming out, some of these are already out. So if any of these names sound kind of interesting or something you want to dig more into, check it out. Most of them are on PC, some of them are on more, but check it out if it's something you're interested in. Jeremy, you know what I love more than adventure? You know what
Ice
my
cream?
favorite movie category? How did you know?
Because it's mine
What
too.
what about an adventure for ice cream? Ah,
An
ah.
adventure for ice cream. That
I
would be an
know.
interesting one.
That's for sure. So, I like more in a game. I'm a real huge fan of action, like fighting and getting shit done and
You like the
fucking kicking
actions.
ass.
I got you. I understand.
Jeremy,
So what
I
do we got?
know
What do we
there's
got
some
for action
games.
games? What do we
All
got?
right. I'm gonna start off with one that I thought was probably the most interesting game, and I might buy a Nintendo Switch just to play it.
Hey, okay.
Splatoon 3.
See, I've been waiting for this man to buy a Nintendo Switch so we could play like Mario Kart and like Mario Party and shit. But this man is too cheap to buy one.
I am not too cheap. Hey, all right, bro. All right, whatever.
All right, bro.
All right, chat. What am I streaming? The fuck? Listen, listeners, listen, viewers. All right, I will do it. All right, I promise. I will hold you to that, regardless. Anyways, enter the Splatlands, a sun-scorched desert inhabited by battle-hardened Inklings and Octolings. Splatsville, the city of chaos, is the adrenaline-filled heart of this dusty wasteland. Even in a desolate environment, turf war, asterisk symbol, reigns supreme and battles rage in new stages located in surrounding wilds. So for those of you that don't know, instead of reading this entire bullshit-ass thing, it's basically if paintball were cool. You know what I mean?
If
paintball were badass. Yeah.
Splatoon 3.
That's pretty much what it is. Splatoon 3.
Is it
you like an action game? You like sticking it to the main, you like fighting?
I mean, I liked Splatoon. I mean, I haven't played it personally, but just the concept of it is really cool. They've been coming out with a lot of games that are like that, like we talked about the other week, with the what was that? Knockout City. That they're doing a lot of
style fighting game kind of thing.
Yeah, just the sports in general of like things that you would have played when you were in like middle school or something, like dodgeball and paintball and
I think it's funny how Splatoon 3 is $60, but you can get Splatoon 2 for $60. What is this, Black Ops 2 that's still for sale for $60 on Steam? Activision. What are we doing? Microsoft, fix your shit, whatever. Jeremy, I know you like action just as much as I do. What's another one we want to talk about a little bit briefly? What do you got?
Another one I want to talk about is Rift Sweepers. So Rift Sweepers is a shooting-based game, first-person shooter. Third-person shooter, not first-person. I'm dumb.
There's a difference. Come on, get with it.
Yeah, I know. You have to protect the world, traveling between dimensions, which actually seems like a really cool concept. You can have a team of up to 3 players, so just like Apex. Players have different roles. Apex, you know what Apex is. Come on, that game that's been pissing us off for the last week.
Last week? Where have you been the last 7 months, my dude?
Sorry. It's been pissing us off more the last weeks or two.
We've been playing that game for 7 months. That's crazy.
I know.
That's crazy. It's crazy to think about. Anyways, regardless, continue with Rift Sweepers. What do you got?
So Rift Sweepers came out on September 8th. It is $19 to buy. You can get it only on PC, unfortunately. Sorry about everybody else. It is on Steam, and it actually looks like a very interesting game. It kind of reminds me of a I wouldn't say it reminds me of like all your regular typical shooters, but in third person.
Yeah, kinda, I suppose.
But it is online co-op, and it is actually an action indie game. So it's made by not a big company, just a small little individual. And let me just cover a few more before Jacob talks about our platformer game that I want to talk about. Justice Sucks Tactical Vacuum Action comes out September 8th. World War I Isanzo? September 13th. X3 Remake comes out for Switch on September 13th. And Hyperviolent comes out on September 8th. Those are all action games. Right. Definitely some things to check out.
Platformers. You like jumping on boxes. I like jumping on boxes. So let me hit you with something that we can all talk about jumping on boxes. All right. Block 'em. Block 'em is an action-filled block building party game for 2 to 4 players. The controls are simple, but the road to victory is complex. Very complex, very difficult, very abstaining, very, very complex. I already said that, but we're going to roll with it. Be the first to reach the goal or be the last blocky standing. So I used to play in high school. When this whole Chromebook thing happened, it was start off, You know, everything was happening. Everything wasn't on lockdown. You know, all that cool stuff. It was
Right.
this game I used to play. It was some like really cool like platforming game, like we were a ball and you had to hit another ball and knock them off a platform. And there was different levels. It was really cool. I for the life of me cannot remember. Bonk.io. For those of you who have not played
Bonk.io.
Bonk.io.
Really?
Bonk.io. Really fun game if you want to fuck around with some friends. But reminds me kind of that. It's kind of the block each other, build a bridge, you try to survive. You're competing against friends, you're competing against strangers, or players. I mean, what's not to like? You only have 4 blocks to place and rock with it. Only
Right.
on PC though, unfortunately. I could see this coming to multiple platforms later on. But again, it only came out like yesterday or so. So to see that it's only on PC, not really surprised. They all start somewhere, right?
Right.
So
Exactly.
something to check out if you are on PC. It is free for the weekend. So again, this is why we started doing this podcast on Friday uh,
Yeah. To
or Saturday.
get more of those weekend deals.
So for those of you that are tuning in, you can play it for free on Saturday and Sunday. That's the 10th and the 11th. And it is currently on sale 25% off as well. So check it out.
Perfect.
I just noticed something interesting.
Did you?
All right.
What
Yeah.
was that?
It says notice Blockum is no longer available on the Steam store.
Really? Didn't it just come out though?
Yeah. Yesterday. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it
That's
did.
weird.
Yeah, it literally.
So can we get it anywhere else?
No, I'm not seeing anywhere else. It looks
Wow.
like it literally fell off the face of the earth.
Blockum came out one day and then died the
Gone the
next.
next. Wow.
Blockum does
That's
have
crazy.
a website though, so it says out now on Steam. Also coming to Switch, Xbox One, and PlayStation 5. So
Told you. It's going to happen. I could see it happening, and it is coming.
I think I know what's gonna happen here. You know what I'm feeling is I'm feeling that they're going
It's
to
going to go to Epic.
yeah, they're gonna take it. They're gonna take it on Epic. They probably released it, and then Epic was like, you know what? We'll take it. We'll buy it. We'll bring it here.
Yeah, I could see that. So interesting enough, but sorry I lied to all of you. But if you're interested in some different kind of platforming games, we got Cat Maze and QUBE 10th anniversary, PlayStation, Xbox, and Cat Maze is also on Switch. So check it out if you're interested. Um, Jeremy, I know you hate this category with a passion of 1,000 suns, but tell me a little bit about some sports and some racing games. Because I
So
love me some
Jacob,
sports and racing games.
we do have a sports game coming out. We have
All right.
NBA 2K coming out. Obviously, everybody knows that. It's about that time for the new next year's game to come out the year before. Yeah, it's out. But one of the other games that actually caught my eye way more than NBA 2K is actually called You Suck at Parking.
And no, we're not talking about Jeremy every single other day. We're talking about a game.
Thanks, Jacob. I appreciate it. I appreciate the love and support.
Absolutely.
But yes, You Suck at Parking is a racing, driving, parkour arcade game. It is single player and online PvP, so you can race against some friends. You Suck at Parking is the only racing game where your goal is to stop. Colorful yet uphill, challenge the world and customize your ride in the ever-evolving parking simulator. So the goal is to park in the goal. And you can do that against friends.
Up to 8 people. 8 friends.
I know.
Well, 7 friends. And myself. But I'm my own friend, so I count.
You're your own friends?
Yeah. Only on PC and Xbox, though, which is weird, right? Because why not PlayStation? I know why PlayStation. Because you guys keep taking their fucking money, huh? Yeah, I'm looking at you, PlayStation.
I know. PlayStation's always taking people's money.
Fuck you, PlayStation.
Just an evolving problem.
Jeremy, a game that I played and literally returned the next day to Walmart when it first released.
Don't tell people that.
Now I say DLC that's coming out. For those of you that have, for some reason, kept the game since release. The game in question, if you already haven't guessed, is Fallout 76. Fallout 76 has released a DLC known as the Expeditions, The Pit, that's with 2 T's, expansion. Honestly, No idea why we're expanding this game because it probably should have just been deleted. But
yeah, it's one of those
whatever.
games that it's probably dead, but they're trying to revive it with an
It
expansion.
needed it needed them to stop while they were ahead. All right. I'm gonna be honest. I mean, unfortunately, this was just not. I mean, I played a lot of Fallout games. All right, Fallout New Vegas, Fallout 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 was
Yeah.
okay. Probably one of my least, not my least favorite. This one's my
The,
least favorite, but Fallout 4,
the
my
problem
favorite,
is
hands down.
they need to learn. Most of these developers need to learn when to stop.
Yeah.
When to stop coming up with
True.
counting the numbers up.
Yeah, quit, like NBA, as you said. I mean, it's just adding a year to the thing with a new roster, same game. It's the same. It maybe a slight change to the menu, and that's it. Otherwise, it's the same gameplay, same control, same everything, which is
And
annoying. But
just a
for those
quick
of you that are into
note
that,
for everybody. Okay.
Hmm.
GTA 5. Get ready for GTA 6.
For those of you that are
Rockstar.
watching, all right, do you see Jeremy's whack ass husky behind him just living her best life? For those of you that are not listening, you should. I mean, sorry, for those of you that are not watching and are listening, you should be watching because you would absolutely see the dog behind Jeremy that absolutely just did the weirdest motion to jump that I've ever seen in my life.
He
But
lunges at
that's okay.
things.
She did. Yeah, I don't know what that
Yeah.
was all about, but hey,
That's just her.
that's just her.
But Jacob, did you hear
Jeremy,
about GTA 6? GTA 5
no, I didn't hear about GTA 6.
finally kind of gave a little goodbye to GTA 5.
No, I did not hear about that. When
Yep.
was this?
This was I saw it yesterday on Twitter. So,
Really?
yeah.
Interesting.
Let me see if I can find the tweet here or the thing. Let's see. Rockstar
Oh, I found it.
says goodbye
I
to
found it.
GTA 5.
Rockstar is seemingly saying goodbye to GTA 5, adding a thank you note and a list of credits on their website. Grand Theft Auto 5 and Grand Theft Auto Online represents the combined efforts of our global team of over many years. We want to acknowledge and thank everyone who has contributed to these games since the original launch in 2013.
Yeah, well, that's not what I wanted. But that's cool.
Interesting.
There it is. Rockstar is saying goodbye.
Can you not hear me, Jeremy? Because I literally just read
No,
that
no,
exact same thing.
I found the tweet that I was looking at yesterday.
Oh, yeah, well, that's what I'm looking at. Yeah, it's the exact same tweet I'm looking at.
Okay. Well, I'm
Yeah,
not always looking at your screen, Jacob.
You know, it's interesting to think about that was literally 9 years ago. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Honestly, though, I really like GTA. No offense. It was one of my
know.
favorite games to play. What do you mean we know? Did you play GTA 5?
Yes. Why wouldn't I?
You play GTA 4?
Yes.
You play Vice City and
Yes.
San Andreas?
Yes.
And...
Yes.
Okay.
And yes.
Okay. I got you. I'm just saying. Do we have a release date on GTA 6? Why would
No.
you say goodbye without a release date? That seems kind of interesting.
They're just trying. I think they're just trying to give a little heads up that it's going to be. You know what I feel? I feel like it's going to be just like a lot. I mean, maybe it's going to come out on holiday of 2022.
No way.
You don't think so?
There is no way. There is no way that GTA 6 does that. There's literally no way in hell that actually happened. I literally, okay, listen. Those of you that are here, come back to this video in 3 months.
I feel like they can break a record. GTA can definitely, I mean, Rockstar can definitely break a record if they sell it on Christmas. You can probably get most sales in the first day of release. GTA 6 has been this very big.
Do you know how many people are waiting for GTA 6?
Mm-hmm. You'd probably still get people if they didn't release a digital copy. You would have lines going down streets outside of game stores.
Oh, for sure.
To get that.
GTA 5 is huge.
It has been a huge
Absolutely
thing.
fucking huge. Wow.
But just to cover our last game before we get into some other juicy news, SCP Secret Files, an indie game that has been released for PC, or is going to be released for PC on September 13th, which you can check out on Steam. They do not have a price, unfortunately, for us. But but if you like the SCP kind of concept of the alien experiments and different things, definitely a game to check out. I might check it out. I was also looking into another SCP game on Steam. But it looks like a good game, single player. Obviously, you go through all the cases. And that's really it. That's all we have for you, unfortunately, for this week of free. Not free. Sorry, these ain't free. New games coming out.
Free games. All right, Jeremy. Time for some news. Some moment none of us have been waiting for. So, Jeremy, tell me a little bit about this first one. What do you got for me, buddy?
So they're coming out. They're coming out with a new game, which actually I'm hoping is going to be a lot better than a lot of the other horror games the multiplayer horror games that we've played.
Mm-hmm.
We've had bad experiences with a lot of these horror games. The game in question here is Macabre Museum. If that I'm saying it right, hopefully. It was announced. They did not give a exact release date, but the startup developer, different monster is the startup developer, I guess. They announced it. It's a new 4-player time traveling co-op horror adventure game.
You know what this kind of reminds me of just from the trailer?
What? Temple
Run?
This
reminds me of Temple Run.
I knew you were gonna say that.
That's what I was gonna say.
Because you're at the part that looks like Temple Run.
It all looks like Temple Run. It's just like running. Well, now it doesn't.
Yeah, it's only coming out for PC, unfortunately, right now. Hopefully, we'll get something else in the future for it. But a quote from the developers is actually they quoted, We've been really inspired by nostalgic movies and TV shows, and that feeling you get when walking around a museum and just imagining what would happen if the mummy in the display case suddenly woke up. Which, I mean, hey, I thought about that stuff too when I watched those kind of movies.
Yeah, but there's a movie based off that too.
Right, Night at the Museum.
Night at the Museum. Right, exactly.
But it definitely looks like a game that me and Jacob will check out. Hopefully, it's much better than a lot of the other games that we had previously tried. We did talk about a few of them as well.
More than just horror games.
Well, that's what this is. This is a horror puzzle game, so hopefully it's just going to be something better.
Yeah, but I know the one we played like a week ago was kind of blocks. It was just, I don't know.
Yeah, it was kind of the same concept with the mummies thing. But
yeah,
we're just hoping that this one's going to get a little bit better.
Not a sponsor to Linus over here that's suddenly making a false appearance.
Yeah,
not a sponsor.
Jacob, did you hear what happened? What CD Projekt's doing?
I got you. Cyberpunk 2077.
Jacob's favorite game. Not.
Another Fallout 76 horror story, I must admit. And I'm not talking about
I played it, though. I enjoyed it.
How long did you play it? How many hours?
I've been in and out of the game. Let's see. You want to see the exact number?
I bet you it's not very high. Bet you it's not very high.
I gotta find
10 max? 10 hours max?
24 and a half hours.
All right. 24 and a half hours must not be very good. Sorry. Anyways,
it's got a 15 gig update because of the new update that came out.
Regardless, so they're still providing they're ending development on the PS4 and Xbox One. They will still provide technical support, so bugs, fixes, and stuff like that. But they're not going to add new content. GTA 6, take notes. So they're ending development on the PS1 and the Xbox One versions of the game. Kind of makes sense. I mean, I'm not really surprised. And they're moving towards only releasing content for the Xbox One Series X and S and PSC, PS5, Stadia, etc. Makes sense because those have higher graphic quality and more features that you can do stuff with. So I'm not necessarily surprised. It's a good move. It allows you more scalability than trying to make something that is big work better on an old console that unfortunately doesn't have the RAM or the GPU to really power what you're trying to do.
Right.
So just something to keep in mind. I think it's interesting. Good move because I think like GTA 5, I mean, GTA 5 kind of did the same thing with the fact that 360 just stopped being updated and then they pushed people to move to
so
new
one thing to go in here with, which is kind of one of these things that we're talking about. Won't do too much about it, but the PS5 is actually getting 1440p monitor support. So I can see that why they're going to do this. It's kind of hard to get an older gen console to support these resolutions with the hardware that they have without upgrading the hardware itself, which would technically make it a brand new console. So, but for all you PS5 people out there, you guys play with monitors. They now support 1440p, so definitely something to update your firmware for.
And it's just Jacob, a firmware update.
What else is what else about CD Projekt are we missing?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I'm not really sure, Jeremy. What else am I missing? You seem to make it seem like I'm missing something. What else am I missing? What do you got?
The final patch for at least that's going to be supported on those last consoles, those PS4 and Xbox One. The 1.6 patch.
Regarding this patch. So, since this update, the 1.6 patch, only focus their attention and resources on new content of Cyberpunk 2077.
However, damn, like Jacob, you sound like Cyberpunk.
Damn, Jamie.
See, and for you guys listening, this is exactly why we are having to post this on Saturday, because unfortunately we've been having technical issues with different things, as you can obviously tell over there. Not gonna point at anybody, but
in practice, that means after 1.6, your game will continue to work on old gen consoles, and we will continue to provide support as we do with all of our other games. New content and improvements will no longer be available for previous gen consoles, including the upcoming expansion. This is a difficult decision. It took a long while for them to actually make this decision. I believe it is a good step in the right direction. So this is absolutely beneficial to see. But this will be the last one. So make sure you update it while you can, and enjoy it while you can. And I'm not talking about the one that Jeremy's over here saying that he has to update. I mean, I am, but I'm not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Jacob.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that was way smarter. Why didn't we do that before?
I don't know. I just thought about it.
That's intelligent.
But Pokemon, for all you Pokemon fans, they're just.
Ooh.
I don't remember.
My Ultra Ball.
It's every freaking Pokemon game. They always have two versions, and I never really understood the concept of it. But I mean,
me either.
Hey, more power to you to sell extra games, because you're pretty much selling two games when you release it. Because all you Pokemon enthusiasts, we all know you have both of the games from every fucking year that it came out. But anyways, about the new Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, they introduced a new way to battle. So basically, what we gathered from this is that you actually you actually can do two battles at once. You can battle yourself with a Pokemon, and you can actually send your Pokemon out to auto battle. Which, I mean, is dumb, like Jacob said the other day, it pretty much defeats the whole purpose of Pokemon. The whole point of Pokemon, yeah, you're not a trainer anymore. You're just like, here, go, do something.
Do what you want to do, Pikachu.
Yeah.
Like, what? It's so dumb.
It's weird. One of the quotes from the website is actually, when you have a Pokemon exploring with you in the field, you can use the Let's Go feature to send that Pokemon off in the direction you indicate. The Pokemon you send out, independently picks up items in the area and even has auto battle for nearby Pokemon. Interesting feature. Not sure if it's really that great. They've really changed Pokemon a lot since we were kids, so I'm still the original. Like, the last Pokemon I think was Sword and Shield, and that was weird because it was 3D. Don't get me wrong. I did like the other Pokemon game, which I can't remember the damn name of, the one that came out recently. But another thing is actually Nintendo announced a new limited edition Switch for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. It's an OLED console. So if you like Pokemon and want to upgrade your old Switch to a new OLED screen, they have a bundle for you. Save some money. And Jacob, I know you love controllers so much. I know you love playing Apex with a controller.
Yes, I do.
Did you hear about what Xbox did for
I did.
their players?
Let me tell you a little bit more about that. So, Xbox is now releasing a cheaper alternative to the Elite 2 controller. You can buy additional parts for this controller separately from the actual controller itself. Um, it's basically a new version of the Elite Series 2 controllers. It's got a new color variant. It's cheaper, but it does not include all of the same stuff that the Elite 2 controller has. And I mean, that makes sense if it's cheaper, right? So the Elite Series 2 Core is a two-tone controller with matte black grips and a primarily white body, retailing at $129.99. The normal one is $179.99. However, because it's cheaper, it lacks some things such as no carrying case, which make whatever, no paddles, which sucks, extra thumbsticks, aka lack of extra thumbsticks, and last but certainly not least, a normal D-pad. Kind of sucks. So I mean, it's kind of interesting. You get some new features, but I feel like it takes away a lot of the whole point of
The
an
Elite
Elite
controller.
controller, in my
But
opinion.
is it that the Elite controller is that it's not compatible with it, or is it just that it's separate, that you have to buy it separate?
It says you
You
can
know?
buy the paddles and stuff separately, but at that point, if you're going to buy them separately, why wouldn't you just go ahead and buy
Well, I can
normal
see
Elite?
what people want to do is, I mean, if somebody doesn't really want the paddles right now and they want maybe they just want some different thumbsticks or something, they buy the cheaper one and buy a few thumbsticks for, God, they can't be more than what, $5 for a freaking thumbstick.
No, those are
You can
Elite
3D
sticks.
print a fucking thumbstick if you want, or a D-pad.
This is true. This is true.
We have so many
So,
tools at our
fortunately, you can buy
disposal.
these extra parts. They will sell it in a new component pack, which includes a charging dock, carrying case, thumbsticks, the USB-C cable. We're using USB-C, and a normal D-pad for $60. So basically, the price of
Everything's
a
going
normal controller.
USB-C.
USB-C, I know.
It's the way of the future. I mean, even iPhone is now starting to do it, or Apple.
Well, that's just because they got sued. But besides the point.
Yeah,
So yeah,
right.
giving you some new stuff, $60. It is cool. They're going to bring back the design lab sometime for the holidays, which they do almost every year, which is cool if you want a custom engraved controller or different colors or cute little colors, whatever. Check it out.
Right. Now,
Jeremy, I know that you play on Xbox or play with Xbox players all the time now, and I know you always be complaining about this whenever we do.
oh, we are.
So
Oh,
what is coming to
no.
these consoles?
We're both in that same boat.
Yeah, you're
So
right. But what do you got?
Microsoft is backlashing against Discord, saying "fuck you." They are
Pretty much.
introducing a new noise suppression feature in your party chats. So just like NVIDIA Broadcast or Discord's crisp audio for the noise suppression and stuff, so it doesn't pick up background noise. If you don't know what noise suppression is, it stops the background noise. So
Like
things
your
in the
best
background,
friend
like your
sitting here breathing
right
like an elephant,
or your fan or AC sitting in the background running.
or that
So
one dude that feels the need to eat potato chips while you're trying to train zombies in Black Ops
right.
2.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, Xbox Series X and S, unfortunately, Xbox One will not be getting this feature. Is getting a noise suppression feature. Do not have a specific date of when they are going to actually release this. But it's definitely a very big change and a very big step forward for Microsoft and their party chat, because honestly, Jacob, that shit is dog.
rash.
It's so bad.
All right, Jeremy. Let's kick it into something that we love. All right. The game we played this week. All right.
Yep.
What game did we have a chance to test and see our thoughts
Why
on?
Why are you asking me? Don't be a. Come on, just tell me what it is.
All right.
What it be? What it do?
I am telling you here. All right. Shatterline. Shatterline is a game, a PvP and PvE game that has been released in early access as of a couple days ago. Jeremy and I have both had a chance to play it. Initial thoughts from me. I think it's a good game. I like the movement. I like the feeling of the guns, the shooting. My biggest caveat, my biggest hate for this game is probably one of the big parts of it. The class system pisses me off. I understand the concept of having classes. I get it. It's cool. Pisses me off because there's just certain things in the game that you can only do if you're a certain class, like mantling a wall. All right. Now, in what fucking world can I not climb this fucking wall because I'm not a recon character? I mean,
Jacob,
I think that's
you
just
have to,
bullshit.
The only thing that you didn't realize was those characters were the recon characters can climb the taller walls. You can still climb a regular wall.
But I should be able to climb that normal wall. If this was COD, I'd be able to. That's what I'm thinking. You know what I'm saying?
Actually, no, COD can't reach shit. You gotta jump on a
shut
barrel
up,
first
right?
and then jump on the fucking thing. Just to
trying
get
over here,
anywhere.
right?
But honestly, my first impressions of the game were
I like the game.
kind of the same as Jacob's. It was a good game, good movement, really clean. It's pretty well optimized right now. We did have
Runs really well, yeah.
We did have a crash, but obviously you do know it's early access, so we're expected to have those things.
Just happens.
We don't know when they're going to stop the early access or if they're just going to do the early access all the way till release date. Jacob, do you remember February, right?
February 2023, yes. That's correct.
Yeah, so I mean, it was a good game. It has some interesting classes. They're definitely going to expand a lot more. They have a lot of room to expand.
Mm-hmm. I think a big part is they're also already pushing updates to the game consistently. Like there was already like a couple updates yesterday and the day prior.
There was a few updates already a few hours after the game released. There were people that that just told them, and they were on that, like,
which I respect. I appreciate that things are being done, especially game breaking bugs and shit like that. I'm just glad they're actually doing something about it, and it's not like, oh, your PC crash, that sucks. Keep spending money on Apex bags, eh? Like, no,
wait a minute. Can we rewind for a second here? What the hell made you go Italian here?
It's a meatball.
I don't understand it. What made the Italian come out?
Sounded good. We're rolling with it, but no, I'm just glad to see they're actually doing something about it and not just trying to grab money. But another thing I will say, I don't respect the fact that we're in early access
and already have a battle pass.
We already have a battle pass. We're already 100 tiers into a battle pass, and the game hasn't even released yet. Come on, man. I understand some money for development goes a long way. I get that. You got to fund the servers. I get that. It just
that was one of the things that they were trying to fix. Still was server overpopulation. So I don't think they expected the game to be quite as big as it was. Right. Another thing that I have a complaint about is, I mean, the attachment system. The problem is you can't get. I mean, it's just like COD. You have to level up to get these whatever. But, I mean, come on. You got to give us more attachments per level. You don't get a sight until your gun is level, like, 3. And me and Jacob played a few games, and I only got a freaking pistol to level 2. And gave me a freaking sight. Yeah, that's the only thing. I got a sight for that pistol. But for the regular guns like the ARs and the SMGs, you don't get a sight until like level 3, 4.
Congratulations, you get a flashlight. Good luck.
Yeah, no, you get a grip. That's what you get.
You get a grip.
Get a grip.
Grip. Get a grip on yourself, Shatterline. Fix your shit, aight? Fix your
But
shit, mate.
I mean, overall, it was actually a really fun game to play. Some
Mhm.
interesting abilities, a different take on well, not a different take, but it's kind of like the same concept as Super People, where you have your ultimate
Abilities.
thing is they have Gatling guns, they have weird laser
Snipers.
rifles, snipers. Just they don't have as many guns right now, obviously because it's
There
early
actually is a lot
access.
of guns.
Is there?
Did you? Yeah, you have to level up your character level with them.
Oh, okay.
There are a lot of guns, like at least like 20 or 30 guns, which I mean may not be a lot, but that's quite a few guns, I'd
It's
say.
more than COD actually, or about the same as COD.
Yeah. So we just didn't see him because we didn't get very high level, unfortunately.
No. But what do you expect from playing? We only played for a few hours to get some initial thoughts and and then some extra thoughts.
Jeremy, the real question here is, we've been rating him out of 10. Where are you throwing this one? Where are you throwing this one right now?
I'm gonna
in its current
throw.
state.
I'm gonna throw in its current state. So this was from a few days ago. I would give it probably about I'd say a solid 7.5.
You know, honestly, swear to God, not even bullshitting you. I was gonna say 7.5. That was where I was sitting. 7.5. I don't think it's dog shit. I'm not giving it under a 5 seems disgraceful. But I still feel there is room to grow.
Right. I don't think we should be giving it a 5 right now, considering that it is like we've highlighted multiple times. It's early access. It's gonna happen.
Exactly.
But let's just hope it's not one of those games like DayZ where it stays in early access forever and never has a release date. I mean, this one has a release date, so we're hoping that it sticks to the release date and it's got some.
Yeah.
I mean, they're working. They're working really hard. They have multiple hot fixes for the past few days since it came out.
That's crazy. Yeah. So, and I mean, to think about it, I'd probably put Apex at like a 6. So 6.5.
Yeah.
I'm being serious.
Really?
With how much it crashes, I'd say that ruins the game.
That's right. That I mean, yes, I would agree there.
You gotta take into opinion. I mean, matchmaking sometimes is stupid as fuck. So I mean, just taking that, can it be improved if they fix the crashing and Jeremy having to restart his game every fucking game? I mean, and Jesse's computer not killing itself.
Yeah, all of us are just having problems with Apex.
So I mean, if that was fixed, then I don't think I'd have a problem. So,
which is weird.
Maybe then you'd be.
I don't understand what they're doing. They're making all these changes, like we talked about previously, multiple times. They're making all these changes, but they're not actually developing the game itself. Yes, right. Cool. You can make a change to something or add a character or whatever, but why don't you fix the bigger issues that I've seen multiple forms of and posts everywhere about our games crashing? You're not going to fix that?
Mm-hmm. Or have you seen the new map that they're potentially releasing? The one that's a moon?
Yep.
On the moon? Yeah. I'm actually kind of hyped for that one. That one's supposedly going to come next season, which will be interesting.
Yeah. That is going to be an interesting one. I'm glad that they're actually making a new map because they haven't had a new map
just
since
adding
release.
A new character. Yeah.
But when do you think Loba's Heirloom's going to come out? I know that you don't care very much, but I just wanted to see what your thoughts are. How far into the season are they going to go?
They seem to do it at the end of the season, but the problem is we already have this we already have this shop that's doing like the recolors, and that's for 2 more weeks. So they're not going to add a new tracker.
Well, yes. Well, the full recolor thing they do reset tomorrow.
Right.
Or technically
the full recolor event is still going. So
right.
And I feel like they're not going to do it the last week of the season. So I say next season we're going to see a Loba.
Okay. Good thought.
Season 15.
Yeah, I think that's how the rest of them.
Wait, how much more do we have of the season? Oh no, wait, never mind. This season. I forgot. We're only 20 days into Split 1 ending. We still got like half a season.
What's coming out this season?
Loba's thing.
Oh yeah, we already knew that. Yeah, it's coming out. I just wanted to know what you thought about when it was going to come out this season.
I'm talking like end of the season, like they always have done. Yeah,
that makes
that's
sense.
where they did Bangalore's and Valks and Cryptos.
Right.
They do like a large collection event.
Well, which is funny. Wait a minute, because if we're thinking about this, when did we join? We joined season 13.
No, season 12.
Did we start season 12? Halfway through season 12, and we've had 4 heirlooms come out so far.
Val, Crypto, Bangalore, and
or is it just 3?
I think just 3. Val, Crypto, and then we've played 3 seasons, so that makes sense.
Okay, so yeah, 1 heirloom a season.
Yeah.
So yeah, okay.
Guess we'll see.
Yeah, sounds like a good thought. But that brings us to the end of this week's podcast. Thank you for watching episode 12 of Win, Lose, Listen.
Tell us your Jeremy. Thoughts. Let us know what you think on the format.
And this guy's Jacob.
I'm Jacob.
Yeah. So let us know what you think about the thoughts, like Jacob was saying. Thinks about the thoughts. Thinks about the thoughts. No. Jacob, go ahead, finish. Because I gotta stop talking. My mind is.
Let us know about your thoughts on the format of this. If you think it's better, if you think it's worse, let us know your thoughts on the games we've talked about, and everything else. But yeah, just let us know. Reach out to us, and most importantly, subscribe to us wherever you get your podcast or on YouTube, and be sure to get there before the 500 sub giveaway.
But we'll let you know. Always, it's not gonna be right at 500. We're gonna release it in the episode after, or we'll put some tweets out that we've reached it. Absolutely. And we may even make a special video for it. It's definitely gonna be a hell of a ride, going through all of our stuff. Like Jacob mentioned in the beginning, we do stream, or we both mentioned we stream. You can check both of our things down below, our websites, decadron.com and itsdigs.com. Find all our social media, our Twitch streams, and all of that all in your one place.
Absolutely. And as always, thank you for winning, losing, and most importantly,
listening.
Jeremy just, forgot the gig here, and I'm gonna be honest, I forgot the gig here.
Jacob mixed up this whole ending.
No, I'm great.
He changes it every week.
And remember, no matter if you're winning or losing,
you can always listen. Thanks for watching.